Hi, welcome to the Rebecca Valadez podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit the like button, you share it with all your friends, and also you want to hit that bell over here to let you know when notifications are coming in. You don't want to miss one episode. Not one. Serious, I'll find you.
She always puts some of my motivational quotes.
Now she sort of came around at the right time.
Oh my God!
Like how? Talk to me about that. How did y'all meet?
And a lot of people ask me, when did you come out to the Tejano? And I was like, I really didn't come out, honestly. I just started posting about my life, you know.
Yeah, because I never saw like an official release.
No, and I didn't feel like I had to. I didn't owe anyone any explanation what I do in my private life. So, I mean, the only people that I was more concerned about were my parents, my family, you know, at first.
Were they cool? They seemed like they'd be.
When I first talked to my parents about coming out, I guess if you could say, I guess they kind of knew, you know, they kind of knew already. But this is when it was in 2005, I was going to move to Lubbock with my ex. And it wasn't so much that I was moving to Lubbock with a girl, it was because I was moving. And that's what they were upset about. But I mean, I, just like anyone else, have been through unhealthy relationships. It's not easy to have a career and then be in a relationship where, you know, to balance the two is extremely hard. And you have to have someone that truly understands the whole business, period.
Well, because they want all of you.
Yes, it's
so
weird.
You want to give them that.
You want to, but it's tough.
I literally have to share part
because
of
you're also giving yourself to thousands of other people.
Yeah. Well, for me, hundreds.
Yeah, no, thousands. So I went through some bad relationships, and I've always been a giver. I've always just give. And that's just kind of who I've always been. And I wasn't always getting it back. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. And then about, a few months before, almost a year before Mia came into my life, and we met in 2003.
So you've known her for a while.
We've known each other. And
friends.
then, you know, in San Antonio, the gay community is very small. So everybody kind of knows everybody. But so we had mutual friends, blah, blah, blah. We would, you know, we're on social media. And then it wasn't until 2018 that we just started talking on social media a lot more. And then
I love stories.
It was weird because like I started to really have this emotional connection to her. Like I had never felt with anyone. And when I talk about it, I get emotional. It's weird.
Well,
anyway,
y'all are like best friends. Like,
oh my God.
So supportive
and it was
of each
like
other.
we were the same person because like we would say the same things, like goofy stuff. And you know how it is, you know, finding someone that has your sense of humor. Mm-hmm. She was, you know, first and foremost, she's very spiritual. And that's something I never really had, you know, either. So that's one thing. And then we started, you know, talking about our past experiences. And it was almost like, was your ex my ex? Because we're talking about the same person here. So it was weird. But then, I mean, the moment that I was around her, I can't explain it. It was like I can't think of better words, but it's almost like like my eyes just uncovered to what love is or should be. Mm-hmm. You know, because love doesn't hurt people. People hurt people. Okay.
That's true.
So she just really taught me, like, it was hard for me to, and she can tell you one day, you know, like when you talk to her, she would want to do something for me. And I'd be like, no, she's like, I want to do this for you.
She's a giver. Y'all both give equally, yeah.
So I was like, wow, okay, I have someone that wants to do something for me. And then
Did you hear that, honey? Did you hear that?
And then she was very, she's down there. You'll see pictures of her in there somewhere on my Instagram. Too. Keep going.
She's so pretty.
I know. No, she's amazing. She's in there somewhere. I know. I post a lot of pictures of my baby. Everybody's
you'll see a lot of posts of Shelly working out.
Yeah.
Shelly
Sorry, guys. I'm a runner.
Like 8 miles every day.
It's coming. We'll see. There she is.
I walk.
Okay, there she is.
Half
right
a mile every day.
There's my baby. So yeah, like just being around her, her presence already she's good. She's good vibes. She's a very positive person too. So, At the time, I was going to start work. I had started working on my album in 2015.
That's already.
I started working on Obra de Amor, which is the cover we talked about a minute ago. And then 2016, Daddy died. Okay. I didn't do anything for a year after that. I was in my previous relationship and I was juggling my career, the loss of my father, and I had an ex and a stepdaughter. And that was tough because I was really about being there for my stepdaughter. And, you know, everything really honestly was put on the back burner for my stepdaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's those conflicting emotions.
It was hard because I wanted to be in the studio, but I had to do this for my stepdaughter, and I was there for her because I really wanted to be. And she was always with me. She'd go on the road with me. She loved it. But, you know, then I realized, look, I'm in an unhealthy place. I'm not happy. I'm not seen, you know. And then after Dad died, then Mia came into my life. And I don't know what happened. It's like I started getting extremely inspired. She was very instrumental in my getting in there and making this album, you know, finish it. And then, you know, she started going on the road with me. And then it was just crazy how she's actually always been a makeup artist. She studied it and hair. And then I had this guy I was using and he didn't show up to a show I was going to do. There was fanfare.
See what you screwed up there, buddy.
She came in and did it for me, and I was like, wow. So she kind of started doing it, and it just kind of...
It was kismet. What did your mom say? Was she just like so happy that
At first, my mom, you know, when she first met Mia, you know, she was like, you know, they got along. But then, like, as she started to see how Mia was as a person, I mean, now they're inseparable.
Aww.
Like, my mother loves Mia. Mia loves my mom. She takes such good care of my mom. And that goes a long way for me, you know, but Mia is a giving person too. I mean, she's cared for her granny who's 92. And so, you know, I mean, it's just right. It's so effortless. And we've been together 3 years now and we've never argued at all.
And that is so hard to find in the industry.
We've never argued at all. And now she has her own business, which is called Lady Leo's Looks.
And I think that's important too, that you both each have your separate successes. You are who you are separately, and you're confident in who that person is.
But she tells
and then
me
when
too that she's never had that encouragement either.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
You know, and you have to encourage each other to.
I'm not going to say I'm jealous. I'm just going to be jealous.
Because it's okay to have a relationship with your partner, right? Mm-hmm. Husband, wife, whatever, partner in life, whatever you are. But it's also important for you to have solidarity at times. You have to have your solitude. You have to have something for you. It's healthy. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. It's not that you're just thinking of yourself. You know, you have to have something of your own. And this is what I'm super proud of. Now she's selling makeup and hair and beauty products and clothing and apparel.
Her
it's Lady
handle?
Leo's Looks.
Lady Leo's Looks.
Lady Leo's Looks. That's not it. Yeah, try Lady Leo's Looks.
That's a lot of
Yeah, she's got an Instagram. She's on it. There she is, right there, the second one.
I see it. Mia.
There's my baby right there. That's her. So
you say you type in the word a lot in your posts, BABAH.
Beba.
I was going to ask you, how do you pronounce that?
Beba. Beba. There she is with her mask on. And she's super goofy, like she don't care. And we go live and we sell products for her.
Lashes.
And I'm on her live, but I'm off camera.
Oh.
I don't go on camera. I handle like the sales for her off camera. And we act goofy. And fans love it. We even have husbands watching our live while their wives shop because we're always doing stupid things. And then we do a sold out dance where she does the robot and stuff like that. So yeah, there she is. And she's so talented, man. I mean, I'm not just bragging because she's my girlfriend, but she's
hilarious.
She's done everything, guys. Construction, hair and beauty, retail. I mean, she's done it all.
Get the blending.
And I have never met, look at her. I have never met someone that no matter what you throw at them, they master it. Oh, snap. She's the only person I know that can do that.
What you throw at me, I'll make you laugh at it. But I will never master it.
And she masters it. See, she did my makeup there on that album cover right there in the middle. That's my friend Gladys. Right there.
Look at that.
I mean,
blending.
hello, look at that. That's
Goodness
flawless
gracious,
makeup.
That is flawless.
And she's so good at it. And I hate getting dressed. I hate wearing
I love
makeup.
getting dressed, but then I see the pictures of what I did, and I'm like,
I think you do a great job with your
Who
makeup. Even Mia said you do.
nah, it's lies. She's lying.
No,
to you.
Mia doesn't.
Look,
She
I
don't
do
lie
my
about makeup. She'll tell you, girl.
I will spend forever on my makeup, and then I'll get in a room with you guys, and then it'll look like I didn't even put makeup on. Like
See,
y'all.
and I do her videos for her. I do all her graphics and stuff for her.
Wow.
So see, we work together very well.
Yeah, it's good to have
And
like
we
a
have
partner.
plans. This is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
We have plans. We have.
I feel like you're about to piss everybody off right now. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
What are your plans? What are your
I mean,
plans?
I'm contemplating my retirement.
No.
You
That's
know,
okay.
a lot of people don't know that in October of next year, it'll be 40 years in the industry.
But
And
it only looks like 20.
God, it's just crazy. Well, you know, I guess to the new generation, because there's still people that are just learning who I am.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very proud of the fact that when I set out as a little girl, watching people like Selena was close to my age, so that's why she and I got along so well. Patsy Torres was my mentor. Laura Canales was in the game. Elsa Garcia, Jenny C. Ramirez, and Linda Escobar. Those were the 5 women. And they already had legacies in this industry when I came in. And I was like, okay. And Dad told me, Mija, the only way you're going to make a name for yourself is by your longevity and your stamina. You can have one hit, people going to forget about you.
Yeah, you got to keep going.
He's like, it's the legacy that you build for yourself. And I was like, that always stuck with me. My father was very good at, I hear myself in my dad, because I give a lot of analogies, because I've become a lot of people's life coach too.
You have.
And
that should be your other career.
Yeah. So
life coaching. You should do a TED talk.
So I set out to set my own legacy. Okay. So I've helped put Tejano music on the map in my own way. I've never set out to be Selena. I've never set out to be Laura, Patsy, Elsa, anyone other than Shelly Lares.
Wonderful.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I am who I am, and that's it. And people can love me or hate me, you know, and not everybody is a Shelly Lares fan, and that's okay. I tell them, as long as you support my genre, you don't have to buy all my music, just buy Tejano music. So I had, for years, I studied fitness and nutrition. I studied physical therapy aid.
Didn't you have like a dojo or something at one point?
I studied martial arts for 5 years. I didn't own the dojo.
Oh, okay.
I owned a restaurant.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
I owned a restaurant. I was part owner in a restaurant, which is kudos to everyone in restaurant business, because it's a very difficult business. It's a lot of work. So I've been like through the years thinking about the latter part of my life. God willing, I'm still here. We never know when God's ready for us. But I started thinking about, I knew that I wasn't going to be on the road my whole life. Okay. I knew this a long time ago.
And some of them are. There's people,
and that's okay. I'm speaking just for me, for my life.
Right.
I started Shell Shock Records 3 because I still wanted to be able to work with new artists.
Shell Shock Records 3.
Yeah, there's my label right there. I still, I wanted to start it, 1, because I was tired of making money for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
2, I wanted to be in total control of where my music was distributed, how it was. I wanted 100% control of Shelly Lares. Everything under the umbrella of Shelly Lares. So that's why I started this. So I knew that later on, when I was off the road, I was still going to want to produce, because I would rather be producing and writing and being creative than being on stage. That comes second to me. So I was like, I started studying physical therapy aid. Then I thought, I'm going to go into physical therapy at some point. I thought that's really what I was going to want to do, because it's almost like coaching people too. Mm-hmm. You got to do this.
And you have to have a certain personality to be able to do that successfully. People. There's a lot of physical therapists out there that I'm like, you should not be doing this. You just terrible.
But then my father got very sick. Mm-hmm. And Mom and I were his caretaker. And then when he went into the hospital a week before he passed, I saw the nursing staff, and I was like, I admired them so much. And I'm like, then I felt like God talking into me in my heart and saying, look, Shelly, I gave you several gifts. Music, granted, and it's been so good to me. Tejano music and my fans have been so amazing. They've allowed me to do it 40 years. I've provided for my family. I've done it as my livelihood. Okay.
Mhm.
But he's telling me in my head, and I'm thinking this, I also gave you empathy, nurturing, caring, encouragement, positivity. So that's what you got to use too now. So nursing is something that I've prayed on for the last 5 years. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that going to nursing school is what is next for me.
Nice.
And now I have I always tell people you have to set goals, okay?
Yeah,
you have to set small goals.
It's not an
important.
easy decision to make,
No,
though. I mean, it's such a big turn.
It's a big, huge turn. But I knew that I was still young enough. You don't have to do just one thing.
That's true.
That's not what life is about. Life is about you really digging deep. And this is where we go back to inner peace. You? Yes. That's when in 2018, when I got really fit.
Holy moly,
look at my legs. I know.
Oh my god, you could
I was lifting weights.
Crack pecans with those.
I could. That was right before I had my health issues, which is what we can talk about. Which is where I'm at now. I'm just now healing from all that.
And I'm weightlifting?
I was what do you mean? At the time?
Well, you were saying health issues. I'm like, I see you.
Oh, okay. So after 2018, there's my parents. Look at my mom and dad.
Your papa.
Yeah, my daddy was a great man, very old school Mexican man, old school upbringing. No play. Okay, he didn't play. Daddy didn't play.
My mom was the opposite.
Daddy was like, no. I mean, and your parents, your parents said something that was it. That's what you do. Mm-hmm. But we were in a very disciplined, structured home, yes, but a very loving home. So my parents were they were like coaches, man. Whatever you do. Look, that's my hot tamales picture.
See, and
that was me at 11. I was 11 or 10.
I'm trying to picture, like, because now I'm a mom or whatever, and I'm trying to picture my daughter.
There I am with the guys.
In that picture. Like if Melody was like, I want to sing.
At 10.
My heart drops
I know.
just thinking about.
I'm sure my parents
like
did too.
I don't know what your parents were going through back then, but it had to have been like I don't know. I couldn't.
I'm just telling you, it's just the way that God plans your life out for you. Because I did a song with David Mares, and to all the people out there that are still not familiar, you need to look up David Mares. He's one of our Tejano icons. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm talking icon. And he's amazing. He's still amazing. He was the singer for the Hot Tamales band.
Oh, I didn't know
when
that.
My sister and my brother-in-law hired them for the wedding in 82.
It all started with the wedding.
It all started with David Mares because my brother-in-law was his fan. So when my sister wanted me to sing a song, I was already singing around the house, right? In choir at home. I would sing all the time at home.
That's a different David
And
Mares.
then so when we hired David, he had just left the band.
Oh.
He went on his own. So had it not been for David Mares, they wouldn't have got Hot Tamales. Hence, I wouldn't have performed and gotten introduced to Tejano music. So David doesn't know he's very instrumental in my career too.
See, I love hearing those stories.
But it's just the way
like, when did it happen?
Go. Yeah.
This is what happened.
There he is right there. And he looks the same.
Yeah.
We did a song on the new album, which is coming out. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. But he is an icon. He still has his hair long. But he's an amazing person. Good friend of mine. Mesero. I call him Mesero. But there he is with his man bun.
It's such a small circle.
Yeah.
This
He's known me since I was 10 years old, see? And so people like that, like Ram Herrera, like David Lee, all of these guys have seen me grow in the industry, literally.
Now, after almost 40 years in the industry, when you see like a new young person coming up, I feel like the things that you and I had to go through back then, they don't really have to go through
not really
anymore.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Technology has really kind of given people the sense of entitlement too.
Well, not only that, all these documentaries came out to show people what life was like really like backstage, and how it it was potentially dangerous. Like
Yes.
y'all don't understand what we put ourselves in front of.
It was, yeah, guys. I mean, we saw it all. You know, the drugs,
Lots of drugs.
you know, the drinking, the
you know,
the infidelities. The infidelities. I mean,
These
we
guys
were
would juggle
with,
like 8 women
Yeah,
at the
we
same
were-
club in one night.
I can't say that I didn't have that in my band, okay? Because we didn't run the show like that.
I had it in my band, man.
Yeah. So
Still
I can't
wanting it.
say that, but we saw it.
Yeah.
That we did. I mean, there were times where all of us, we Tejano artists, were all in one place, the awards, stuff like that. We knew what was happening backstage in those bathrooms. We knew.
Yeah. But who back then was there a Shelly Lares back then that helped you?
Patsy Torres.
Patsy? Okay.
Patsy was my mentor. Patsy was the one that I admired so much because, first of all, she was a very strong woman.
Mhm.
God, man. Very intelligent,
Mhm.
as we know, Dr.
Well,
Dr. Patsy
Torres,
Torres.
yeah.
No? She was energetic.
Perpetually
She was
beautiful.
versatile. A lot of people don't know she used to do like all the Michael Jackson, Madonna, all those songs too,
When
as
I
well as
saw
Tejano.
her, she
And
did
she would
80s
dance. She would do
rock.
dance routines.
Mhm.
She would wear the spandex and the headbands. Hence why I put the headband.
Well,
There's Patsy right there.
She always
on the
looks
left.
finished.
There she is.
She always looks 100%
There she is.
finished.
That's my mentor right there. And Patsy, although she toured the world, it's weird. There are a lot of Tejano fans that still don't know her.
Yeah, that's crazy. You have
The
to,
mainstream of Tejano, I guess, she didn't go into. Let's say that, right? I guess.
Well, she did the Right Foot tour, so she wasn't
She did
just
a lot of
doing
school tours.
Tejano stuff.
Yeah.
She was telling kids to stay in school.
She
say
did
no
a
to
lot of
drugs
school
and stuff.
tours. She was very,
And she was very
and there's
involved with the
Selena and
youth.
Lauda right there. Look at that. That's
That
a
picture
crazy
right
picture.
there, Tejano Mentors idol, the little girl
Yeah.
on the right. She was one of my students at the Network for Young
That's
Artists.
crazy.
She is wicked talented. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Northern American accent. She's wicked talented. She
Yeah.
sings like Mariah Carey. Like she blows me away every time she sings.
That's crazy.
But
And there's so many talented kids, man. It's like,
We
I
need
can't
to-
sing like that.
we need to mentor these kids.
Yeah, and I
not
try
just
to.
the
I'm-
kids, but their parents. To be, that's the first
Exactly.
thing I tell that I have them sit down and like, look.
The parents have to be there too. They got to hear it. They got to know what's happening.
You have to know the actual. I tell people, so your daughter's 12 years old or whatever. I said, you may have her in a turtleneck on stage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what she's wearing. There's somebody in the audience. There's multiple people in the audience who are going to sexualize.
See, and Patsy was
her.
very conservative, still is.
Yeah. She's hilarious.
She's very
She needs to do stand up. Patsy
She's
Torres.
very conservative too.
She's good.
Don't
with a
get me
quip.
wrong. She see, there we are with the up right there to the right. We did the serenata for the Virgen de Guadalupe.
She calls me every once in a while.
yeah.
She was my Aunt Gloria's best friend.
Yeah, she's an amazing person. And down there, go a little further to the left. That's when we did the voices. Go down to the left, down to the mariachi right
Oh,
there.
look
That's
at
when we
that.
did the voices, remember?
How beautiful. Blech.
I know. She's sickening.
Yeah. Blech.
But she actually, speaking of parents, she talked to my parents too. Like
Oh,
she would
really?
sit
Yeah,
the three of us down.
Somebody has to have that
And
conversation
she would be
with
like,
your parents.
this, be careful with this, be careful with this. And now I get inundated with phone calls, texts, messages from kids, young artists that are asking me for advice. And, I would rather be honest with them.
Mhm.
I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing, but I'm also very encouraging.
Yeah.
But they have to understand.
Like, this is what could happen. But if you put your foot down right out the
Yeah.
gate and tell them, these are the lines, don't cross this line with me.
Yeah, if you just want to record a song and
Like,
that's
have fun,
it,
yeah.
then go for that. But if you want to be a true artist, it's going to take a lot of things. First, handle it like a business one. I'm talking everything, taxes wise, how you pay your band, how you set up your business. That's first.
How you pay yourself.
Yeah, how to pay yourself, exactly. You have to know all that first. There's so many things that come into play. If you're a songwriter, do you know about songwriting? Do you know about song publishing? You have to, there's so many elements that go into being an artist that are important. And the more you know about it, the better for you.
Yeah. And it's like anything else. Like, my dad was a train engineer, and every year he'd have to take a new test because the technology
changes,
and the
yes,
laws,
absolutely.
indeed, the laws themselves change, especially with music and all the technological advances with social media and stuff. So
Right.
you have to take those classes every year and just update yourself constantly. Freaking algorithms. I was like, why do I need to know algorithm?
Yeah,
what the heck? I just want
technology's
to do a
changed so
song
much.
and then like release it and out into the world and hope nobody's gonna hear that song if you don't know algorithms.
Okay.
If you don't know the algorithms, nobody's gonna hear your music. Nobody's gonna see that post.
You just heard the word rhythm, and that's what
I was like, algorithm? I got this. I'm gonna algorithm the heck out of this. What?
I know, right?
What? But yeah, there's so much to it.
See right there at the top where I'm playing the timbales?
It's awesome.
That's right after I lost my father. You could look at my face.
Oh.
You know, you can tell that I wasn't lost. I was just, it became my reality that, okay, now it's my turn to take over. You know, that really, that became my reality. But I feel my father's presence constantly. I don't need to necessarily go to his grave where he's buried, but
her dad is buried at the same spot where my mom is
mom
buried.
is.
Yeah.
So I go say hi to your mom.
Yeah.
I go visit your mom.
My mom's got a,
but
got
yeah,
a
see right there. Look at my legs right there. I was working out.
Híjole.
I know, right? I live by that shirt, humble and kind. That's my favorite shirt. But yeah, no. So what we were talking about then when I was working out, I've always loved working out.
I hate working
therapy for me is my runs. Everyone knows or may not. I run 12 miles. I try to get my 12-mile run in a week, and then I'll run shorter runs like 6 to 8.
Oh my god!
There's my dad. Look, I look like a little boy in a dress. I really do, with a flower on my head.
It's the bangs.
I've always been a tomboy though, so you can't take that away from me. But that was my dad. I was with Hot Tamales then already. I was 10.
My goodness, seeing that picture and knowing that you were a professional.
That's what I drank over there to the right. All of those are some of my supplements.
Flaxseed oil.
Some of my supplements.
You do the oil. You don't just. Like,
I do the oil. The oil gets in your bloodstream faster.
I do the blended flax. Like it's all.
Remember, I studied fitness and nutrition. Okay, so I know all about foods.
Did I do it right? If I just
you can do that. That's fine.
Yeah, I put it in my coffee.
It's up to you. It serves the same purpose. We need to do a
whole nother episode.
That was my very first microphone that they bought for me. I still have it. And my dad engraved it. Remember, he was an engraver. I told you guys.
Oh, yeah, cute.
He engraved it for me.
Imagine your tiny little 10-year-old hands.
83. That was for my birthday. They gave it to me.
Oh my goodness.
My birthday's 13th, but they gave it to me on the 12th.
I'm freaking out because my kid is only 2 years younger than you were when you got your start.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, I learned so much from my dad because he was a businessman. Mind you, remember they own their own business. My boys, there's my band. I only have 4 guys. Oh, there I am in one of my first interviews. And look, I look like a little boy. Seriously.
Tiny there.
I was 10.
You're just a baby.
I think that was at KDA.
Oh my gosh. And KDA is still a thing.
That's
today,
my band.
People.
That's my boys. Mikey, 2 Mikeys, Steve and Jules. Jules is the one on the right. He's been with me over 20 years on accordion.
Yeah.
Mike Macias is next to him. He's on the bass. Mike has been in Tejano music for many years. He's performed with Culturas, Ricardo Castillon. Steve Alvarez, same thing, an amazing guitar player. He's very versatile. He's played with Texas Latino. He sat in with David Mares. And then
he looks like David Mares.
Yeah, and then Mike Ortega has been in the game for a long time. He was in my band back in like 2002.
Mike and his sister were in a group that I was in when I was like 13.
Macias?
No, Ortega.
Really?
Yeah, his sister is a singer.
Really?
Right?
No, I don't think so.
Am I thinking of a different person?
Unless I don't know. Maybe you're thinking of another person.
I could be thinking of the wrong
person.
We were in
there's a Hot Tamales again.
Troop RTF.
Yeah, those are the guys I remember. And now this album, which is LMD 82, which is my hat I'm wearing.
LMD stands for Little Miss Dynamite.
Little Miss Dynamite.
Little Miss Dynamite.
And 82 is obviously the year I started.
Oh my gosh.
So this album is called LMD 82 because it's full circle for me. I'm doing orquesta because most of my live shows consist of keyboard, accordion, and some brass. Okay. But this album, and mind you, Hot Tamales was an orchestra, Tejano Orquesta. So now I'm implementing brass into this whole album.
It's huge. I heard it.
And there's different styles of brass, from old school Tejano to
And she does rock in it.
yeah. And Rebecca's on this album, you guys. It sounds freaking amazing.
I can't even do it.
So yeah, so the album will be out in April, and it's just full. There's my stepdaughter right there. We were talking about her.
I get birdie.
Ree. Everybody used to say she looked like my daughter, that she could pass for my daughter.
It's the braces.
I think so. And the only reason I got my braces is because she was getting braces. And I needed braces, but I was going to get mine when I was 20 something. I was like 40 something already.
There's Mark Martinez. Now, weren't you like instrumental in getting him on the healthy track?
He says I was.
Yeah, he lost a bunch of weight. He's like, super healthy now.
As we know, we love her. That's Ellie Elida.
Look how gorgeous you could. Bleh.
That's okay. Remember, I told you my heaviest. I was 150 pounds. I mean, I was 155 pounds, which is overweight from my height and my size. That was like in 2001. She and I won vocal duo. That's my brother and me. I used to love to ride on his motorcycle with him, and I loved those jean shorts. I wouldn't take them off.
I could see the pockets underneath.
But I'm telling you, I was a total tomboy.
You had that Daisy Dukes before it was a thing.
There's me and my girlfriend. We took a little trip to Corpus. What was I talking about?
I don't know.
Oh.
But how long have we been here?
An hour 12.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go ahead and we could close it out now.
Okay, let's close. I think we touched on...
This has gone twice as long as any of my other ones. This is a two-parter. We're going to have to split it in half.
We can do part 2 if you want.
Yeah, we're going to have to do two-parter.
Here's my baby. Look at her.
Holy crap. Okay, Janet.
Hot, right?
Okay, Janet.
Look at her stomach.
It's all for you.
She can eat anything and everything and look like that.
I hate people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Puffy taco eating sons of motherless goats.
I know.
I love puffy tacos.
LMD 82. See, that was going to be the tour.
Who thought of that logo?
I did.
That is.
The concept of LMD 82. You want to know where I got it from?
I want to know.
I'm going to give you one guess. Who do I absolutely love and you always see something of her on me?
Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Oh.
WW84 was coming out.
Oh, that's the name, the title
and
of the new movie.
I saw the album. I saw the movie. And I was like, freaking LMD 82.
Bam.
So that's where I got it from. But Jimencio did the actual, and I did that.
It's brilliant.
Thank you.
It's so brilliant.
I do a lot of my, everything you see, I do myself.
You need to do a music video that looks all 80s and stuff.
I'm totally fascinated with
bangs like that.
I'm fascinated with graphics and stuff, and I'm now learning about color grading and stuff.
You had the bangs. I'm going to go ahead and call you out because you had the bangs.
I did. Who didn't? Who didn't?
A whole bottle of Aquanet.
No. Selena got me onto Vavoom.
Vavoom. I remember
it was a tall, skinny, black hairspray bottle.
You had to pump?
I don't remember
when they
that.
told you aerosol was bad for the environment. So
I
they
don't
came
remember
out
that.
with the non-aerosol thing that you had to pump.
No, we had Vavoom, man. And it smelled good. I still remember how it smells.
That's crazy.
Well, this one was all black.
$10.
It was all black. Those are the newer ones, I guess.
Back in our day,
if you want to go to the old school one, those are new. Those are new. I'm talking the old school. Put 90s or something. Maybe it'll do. Let's see. No, I don't remember them like that.
I remember the one on the left.
Keep going.
That top one on the
there,
left.
right there. That's it. That's it. That's what that's what the can looked like.
So now you know what the girls used.
That's what we used.
Shelly and Selena
we used the Vavoom, honey. We used the Vavoom. You know, one day she did my makeup on me and I looked like one of the Quintanillas because she made my eyes real china like hers. I swear I could have been a family member.
Oh my goodness.
But LMD 82 was going to be the 2020 tour. But then COVID hit. So now my new tour, 2021 to 22 is the LMD Legacy Tour.
That's how the shows used to be, the big old friggin'.
That's in
we
California.
Need to get back to that.
That was my last concert in California right before COVID. That was in February of 2020.
California?
Yeah, that was in California. Modesto.
I need to go to Modesto.
We have a lot of fans in California. That's for sure.
Aww.
I just love that. I thought it was super cool.
Do you get a lot of people like restaurateurs who are like, come to my restaurant and I'll feed you for free?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
So jealous. Have you ever gone and then been like, oh, the food sucks?
No. Actually, everywhere we've gone has been good. But the only thing is that it's hard because we don't always have the time. You
Well,
know,
plus,
because we
like,
get there and we're like,
you got to be healthy.
plug and
though.
play. Yeah, and I have to eat healthy. They already know.
Eat this.
That was here in San Antonio at Traders Village.
I like the Traders Village
Yeah,
shows
that
because there's
was
a
here.
nice breeze and
That was before COVID.
freaking COVID.
There's my boys. I'm very lucky. Angelique, one of our newer artists. Well, she's not very new anymore. She's been in the game for a little bit.
Well, I, for one, am grateful for your inspirational involvement in the up and comers.
But thank you.
So huge thank you for that. Thank you for giving me the Shelly Lares talk, because I never would have recorded some of the stuff or released it for that matter.
We'll get it. I mean,
No.
look at it again. Look again at how everything
I'm like,
happens.
"No, I don't want to do it.
I knew a long time, because I told you a long time ago about that song, about that R&B song. Remember?
Oh yeah, I got to do
And then
it.
finally, when I got it ready, because I did it before COVID, and I was going to have you then. And then when she came in to do it. She wanted spending the whole day there at the studio with us at night, and in talking with you, because
Explain that to my husband, how that happens, because I was only supposed to go and record like
she
a
was
song.
just going to do the vocals for me
5 hours.
But then I started talking to you about the song that I have, the new artist. I have 3 new girls on my new album: Demi Garcia, Monica Saldivar, and Sonia de la Paz. And so I started talking to you, and I showed it to her. And I knew there were a lot of voices, and I was like, you know what? And I asked her, do you mind breaking down the voices for me? And of course, you're always up for it, man. Rebecca knocks out 5-part harmonies like in a minute.
I want to do it.
I can't do it.
I
can't do that. I don't have that talent. She's amazing with harmony, which is hence why she toured with Janet Jackson. But
I'm good in the backup.
no,
Don't put me
but
in the
she
front.
knocks them
I don't wanna
out.
do
She
the
knocked
front
him
stuff.
out. And then I started talking to her, and just, I think one of the things that I've always had a struggle with you as far as your friend, as being your friend, is Rebecca. I've always told her, you have to follow your heart. Do the music that speaks to you, because if you're not going to sell it to fans, because they're going to feel that you don't believe in it.
Well, that's what I felt when my mom wanted me to do.
Because I know a lot of fans want you to do Tejano. I know they do.
They're like,
because that's how they know you.
Do like a Jimmy Ranchero. And I'm like,
no. But I mean, it's never been your first passion.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I have multiple passions.
You know, it's Tejano is not who she is.
But that was the thing.
Only.
I wanted to make obvious choices.
Yeah.
For myself. Like I told somebody, if I don't speak Spanish, why am I recording everything in Spanish? Why don't I just do a Spanish song, which I love the music.
Guys, and get this,
just do it in English.
So
why can't I do that?
She and Sevi Contreras did a song that she wrote in English that turned into a bachata arrangement. So that night, he wanted me to do the Spanish parts. And I was like, I think it should be Rebecca, because this is her. This is her. And this crazy person right here was singing in Spanish and kept saying that she sounded weird. I'm like, what do you mean you sound weird?
It's so uncomfortable.
And it was
to
just,
sing in
it was
Spanish.
odd to her to hear herself sing in Spanish. And I'm like, dude, it sounds amazing. But I just want you to really do what speaks to your heart. And that's it. You have to do that first. You have to be completely 100% happy with the music that you're doing that speaks to you and speaks in volumes that no one understands.
Mm-hmm. Especially now after the long friggin' career, like we're allowed at this point. Like, let us make our decisions. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
Swipe left.
I think when you're starting out, it's important for you to kind of give something familiar to fans, and then you can branch out to doing other things. And I agree with you there. That's why now, the fans are okay if I do country and Tejano and R&B and whatever. I mix up rock on stage. I do rock stuff too. So it's like,
oh, sorry.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of.
If you want to be a real fan, you have to love all of me, Daddy. I want you to love all of me.
But those of you that are watching and it's your first time meeting me, thank you so much. I mean, go check it out. Tejano music in general. I guarantee you'll find someone that you love.
There's a plethora of influence in the single genre itself. You're gonna find something that you like, because
It's all over.
It's a world in its own. It's
Yes.
a whole nother world in itself.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. And y'all visit my social media. I have it all. Shelly Lares fans.
Officially Shelly's TED Talk. We're going to edit everything and make it just, they're going to edit me out and it's just going to be Shelly.
No. Congratulations on the podcast. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. I'm excited.
And, y'all share it. Share it, subscribe, whatever. I mean, and that's the only way we can do it is to get it out there to more people. And,
look, you have 14,000 followers on Instagram. I have 14.
I just recently went public. That's
I have
why.
14 followers on.
No.
And I've been on Instagram.
I had
like
my
5
Instagram
years.
private for a very long time.
Oh, I see.
I just made it public. So it's still growing. It's still growing.
That's
but
when you know
that's
you're
my
a hit
Instagram.
because she's got 14,000 followers and she's only following 236 people. Yeah.
And if you look at who I follow,
She's like, just because you follow me doesn't mean I'm going to follow you back, y'all.
I follow a lot of inspirational people if you go look at it.
Well, you need that. If you're going to look at something,
I think you shouldn't have anything negative on
your
your social media. You shouldn't follow anybody that's controversial or negative in any way. Don't, because then you're feeding your brain that negativity in.
Well, you're feeding the algorithm too. Exactly. The algorithm's like, oh, she loves this negative stuff. Let's just keep feeding it to her.
Yeah, we got to change that, y'all. But
it's like donuts. She likes donuts. Just keep bringing her donuts. She likes them. Just keep giving them to her.
I just eat one. That's it.
Don't bring me donuts. I will eat them.
I know you will.
Yeah.
But thanks for having me, guys. And it's been great. And
thank you, studio audience. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you, everybody,
everyone. We love you all. We love you all.
Shelly. Thank you. Back in the up there. Thank you.
Yeah, way in the back. We see you. We
see
you back there.
Thanks for coming. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. And make sure to click the notifications so that you know when
there's
the next
something
one
new.
will drop, because we have a lot of amazing people we're going to have on this podcast. Thank you, Shelly Lares.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Hey, you, I bet you thought the podcast was over, but it's not. I just want to make sure that you know that I'm not just a podcaster. I'm a singer, too, and I've got some really great music that you can download at my website, RebeccaValadez.com. That's RebeccaValadez.com.
My soul.